Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Simej online classes. And I'm Sanjana Sinha. So I've come for a lecture on verbal and non-verbal communication. So let's start right away. The greatest confusion about verbal communication is that people are confused about whether it's oral or verbal, what actually it is. So a lot of hassles, a lot of confusions. What actually is verbal communication? So verbal and non-verbal communication combined together makes wonderful communication, effective communication. Let us understand in steps. Verbal communication, it means the words which we use. And non-verbal communication means body language, facial expressions, eye contact, postures, gestures, the tone that we are speaking in when we are conveying messages, when we are talking, when we are expressing, when we are giving feedback or responses without saying anything. It means non-verbal. Without words, we communicate through facial expressions and a lot of things which I just mentioned. So let us look into it one by one. So verbal, as I said, means words. When you convey without words, it falls under non-verbal. And when you are speaking, when we are using words, this is verbal. You see in the first picture, the persons there, a girl and a boy, they are talking. They are using words, they are talking. And in the next picture, non-verbal communication, they are not saying anything, but a handshake, it means they are friendly or they are meeting for the first time in a very formal setup. So the handshake, words and handshake, two things. So that is put into a nutshell. Verbal communication means using words. When we use words, we are using verbal communication, we are using words, whether we are writing or speaking. So what actually it is, the process of conveying messages through spoken or written words can be face-to-face conversation, can be phone calls, can be writing an email, public speaking. So all this falls under verbal communication. So what is face-to-face communication? You are in a group, maybe in a group discussion, you're talking, can be one-to-one, can be one-to-many. So face-to-face communication, we face each other and we speak. Yes, speak. So this is verbal communication. On a phone call, you cannot see each other, but then you are using words. You are speaking on the phone, falls under the category verbal communication. The email is the lifeline, bloodline of any organizations today. We are all sending emails at any point of time. So emails are a mark of written communication wherein words are used. So this also falls under verbal communication. You are writing, you are using words. And then there's public speaking. You stand and you speak, you make a presentation, whether it's singing or making speeches, PowerPoint presentations, or just any kind of public speaking. When you are speaking, you are facing a lot of people. Public speaking means you are talking to a lot of people, and when you're talking, you are using words. Now, let us come to terms with what is a non-verbal communication. And non-verbal communication means all kinds of communication wherein you do not use words. No words, non-verbal. We communicate, we talk to each other without the use of words. For example, facial expressions. When you are smiling, people will know that yes, something good has happened to you and you are happy about something. So when you are sad, people will know you are sad. So expressions are very important when you want to convey something without using words. People will know, yes, either you are happy or you're sad or you're angry, whatever it is. So under the heading non-verbal communication, facial expressions, these all the emoticons, all the smileys will be there when you don't want to message anything. When you're too tired, you don't want to message, you just send a smiley or whatever. So this also falls under non-verbal, you conveying emoticons. So another is the eye contact. So when somebody is talking to you and you're not paying attention, you're looking haywire, it means you are not actually interested in what the person is saying. So eye contact also is a part of non-verbal communication. Gestures. You use your fingers, you use your body language to convey something. And then the postures, the way you stand, the way you sit, the way you walk also falls under non-verbal communication. Everything counts. And then a body, how close you are, the distance maintained, the body proximity, how close you are to someone or how far you are. So this distance also is maintained, also a part of body language. If somebody is talking to you, if the person does not come near you, you're close to you, it means he's really not interested. But then when somebody leans forward and comes to listen to what you have to say, this is also you're maintaining distances, which falls under proximity, a part of non-verbal communication. The next is the touch communication. Without saying anything, you want to console someone, you just touch and it speaks volumes. You comfort somebody by touching them. You show your emotions, you show your feelings, you show that you really care without saying anything. You just touch. The language of touch speaks volumes, and this technically is called haptics. And then we talk about paralanguage. Paralanguage has been all kinds of non-verbal communication categorized under paralanguage for language. So instead of language, we are using gestures, postures, body language, everything, eye contact, everything we need to communicate with, but without using words. And then there is a physical appearance. It means uh, what you wear, what things you carry also conveys a lot about you without you saying anything. So this was the haptics. You communicate by touching. You show you care, you are friendly, you try to help each other, you try to comfort somebody. So it plays a great key role in expressing you and uh, maintaining harmony in your relationship. And then we talk about kinesics, which is the entire body language put together. Your gestures, your movements of hands and arms that can have specific meanings or emphasize spoken words, which includes facial expressions, eye contact, postures, appearance, the overall presentation of a person's physical form and personal style, which can reveal attitudes and intentions. Look at these figures out there. The kinesics refers to the use of body movement in the process of interaction. The first figure which you see is that this person clearly shows that the person is really very tired and he doesn't want anything else. He is just simply tired. The second figure which you see, it shows that somebody is showing the time The time is up and now it's time to leave. The third picture, you see that person feels very sad and he's feeling very guilty or what? He's sorry about something. Guilty, sorry, whatever. And then the third picture, you see that the body language says that two persons are very casually looking at something or somebody is very serious about, and the other person is not that serious. Okay, so what the hell? And the last picture which you see is a person who is in a very jubilant mood. Maybe he has won a match or some happy event. Maybe he's won the award or whatever. It shows he is simply very happy. So how do you know this? By his body language, but by his movement of his hands and legs and the entire body. So this comes from the root word kinesis, which means movement, and refers to the study of hand, arm, body, and face movements. All this you have to take care when you'll be facing an interview. So this is already, I've already told you, this falls under body language and all kinds of non-verbal put together. Now you see is object communication. Object communication means you're communicating through your clothes, through your accessories, whatever you're carrying, the things that you see, the things that you're carrying, all put together. Like this person is the cricketer, clearly shows that he is a cricketer. This person is an artist, he is there with a guitar. Some people, you know that they are doctors. Why? He is a doctor. How you know? Because he has a stethoscope and he is a doctor. And the other person is a lawyer. So this is object communication, which falls under non-verbal communication, which clearly shows that it conveys through their body language and through their accessories and the clothes that they wear. So this was all about the verbal and non-verbal communication. We'll come up again with some other slides. Till then, take care and keep watching.